Hey there, HUD fans! I'm starting a new series revolving around the best role-playing game out there, Dungeons & Dragons. Throughout the series, I'll be reviewing official published campaigns and giving tips on creating your own campaign and characters, as well as anything else that you guys suggest or that I think of. Make sure to watch till the end of each episode because I'll be adding fun facts, tips, or unique items to give to your characters. With all that out of the way, let's get started with the history of Dungeons & Dragons. D&D is a role-playing game that started off on tabletop and has now expanded to online gaming, movies, literature, and has become internationally popular. The two creators of D&D, Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson, met at a Lake Geneva War Games convention in 1969, where they started talking and collaborating on game rules. Over several years, Gygax and Arneson each made role-playing-based games and newsletters, including Chainmail and the Domesday Book. It wasn't until 1974 that the first D&D books were published. Men and Magic, Monsters and Treasure, and Underworld and Wilderness Adventures introduced interested gamers to the world of Forgotten Realms. Within months, the books sold out, and more content had been released that introduced the classes of Thief, Paladin, Monk, and Assassin. In 1977, the Monster Manual was published with 350 monsters. By 1979, the Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide were published and sold out quickly. Fast forward to 1983, where D&D had been adapted into more than 15 languages across the world, the first being French. A few years after, the second edition was released with handbooks related to specific classes and new guides for players. The Ravenloft campaign for Count Strahd von Zarovich was released and struck its wrath upon many players across the world, making the Count the most popular villain in D&D to date. Novels, card games, and other role-playing games are released, including the Dragonlance novels and game, Spellfire, Master the Magic, and the Wizard Spell Compendium. The first computer game in the Forgotten Realms is developed by BioWare, called Baldur's Gate, which became the basis for many computer games. In 1997, Wizards of the Coast purchased Tactical Studies rules, which Gygax and Don Kay started back in 1973. To this day, Wizards of the Coast has provided gaming resources to millions of people around the world, as well as introducing other games like the Avalon Hill War Strategy games, Duel Masters, and Magic the Gathering. The 3rd and 3.5 editions of D&D are released by Wizards of the Coast within a few years, while best-selling novels and new computer games were selling out. The first film about D&D appears in theaters in 2000, starring Jeremy Irons and even including a cameo appearance from Dave Arneson as a magic user. Over the last 2 decades, 4th and 5th edition have come out, over 100 books have been published, D&D Online was released by Turban Entertainment, Worldwide Dungeons & Dragons Game Day was set for October 16th, and the online playing system Roll20 went live, giving players who live apart the abilities to play online. By the looks of it, D&D won't be fading away into history anytime soon, as millions of people around the world are playing this imaginative game. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about the history of D&D. To keep up with this series and all our other awesome content, make sure to subscribe to our channel to get updates. Give this video a like if you love D&D, comment with any questions or fun stories about your own campaign, and stay tuned for some cool items to give to your players. I'm Rachel, and this has been Heads Up Display. Does your campaign need a little fun? Something different to confuse and frustrate your players? Something that has absolutely no practical use whatsoever? Give them the Amulet of Weather Detection. When used, this amulet yells whether it's raining or not. Or if there's a pyromaniac in the group, give them a potion of fire breathing, which makes every single breath full of fire, no matter what.